Yo guys, welcome back. Today we are covering the legendary shotgun BOD. This gun has basically defined the meta on Borderlands 4. Every firing mode seems to have its own use and synergy, be it sniper rounds for Bloodshot Vex, SMG rounds for Harlow, or AR rounds just for general mobbing on anyone. Absolutely melts. Definitely a gun I suggest trying to go get when you make it into that area of the game for any player. Different roles like sticky nades could have some of the highest DPS potential when a boss with enough HP comes around. There's almost nothing this gun isn't the best at. So we're going to cover all that and more in this video. So let's get into it. BOD comes with the unique perk All-Rounder. The BOD counts as all primary weapon types at once. So shotgun, assault rifle, pistol, sniper rifle, and SMG. This means bonuses, buffs, or class mods that boost any of these weapon classes will also apply to BOD, making it extremely versatile. So let's take a look at what I'm talking about. Here with the enhancement, if you have sniper rifle damage, it's going to apply to your BOD, and that does not matter in the ammo mode that you're in either, the firing mode. If you have assault rifle damage, this is also going to apply to the BOD, so on, SMG, pistol, it doesn't matter. As long as you have that gun damage on there, doesn't matter what weapon it's going to be, it's going to apply to the weapon. And then for your enhancement, it's going to be the same thing. So on this, I have 2 gun damage perks, which obviously is going to apply, but then I have the assault rifle magazine. That is going to apply to the BOD. Looking at something like this, sniper rifle damage, pistol critical damage, SMG critical damage, this is the same thing. All of these bonuses will apply to the weapon. This is something that makes the gun very, very good. Now, something you want to look out for when you are farming for your BOD is going to be special perks, certain perks. So your secondary fires. So you have assault rifle, you have sniper, and then you have SMG. To me, those are the best 3 that you want to be going for. But there's other things going on here. So you can get all different ranges of damage on your pellets. Like as you can see with this sniper one that I have here, each pellet is 326 times 5, and then I also have another sniper, but this one is going to be 316. I've also rolled ones that have 290 or 280. So there's a lot of RNG when you're farming this. You're looking for certain secondary fires, certain perks. Some people prefer the COV mag, some will not, and then there's even the case where there's BODs that roll with sticky nades. So as you can see here, we have one of those. This is a secondary fire sniper, and this is going to fire torque license sticky magazine. Unfortunately, I do have an element on this, and I would prefer not to. So I have to keep farming myself. This is the only torque license sticky mag I have gotten, and I have farmed a ton of BODs, as you can see. Put a lot of effort into these. So this is another one that you really want to keep an eye out for. Now, as far as the builds that are going to synergize well with this, it's basically any in the game. If you're looking for Harlow builds, I would say refer to my recent Harlow build videos for those. I also have a Teen Witch build for Vex, which I've covered, which the BOD is extremely, extremely good on. Honestly, one of my favorite builds to run. But today we will talk about the Bloodshot Vex build with the Sniper secondary fire. Now, the reason we're focusing on sniper here is going to be because of the class mod, One Shot Undead Eye. Critically hitting an enemy with a sniper rifle has a 33% chance to trigger Bloodshot. And the thing with this, with BOD, is we're able to put it in sniper firing mode, and also the amount of pellets that the BOD is shooting, all of them will count as a shot from a sniper. A big thing here to look out for on the class mod is getting the +5 in the Bloodshot skill perk, if possible. So then you do get 10 out of 5, and this is going to up your bonus damage from your current health. So big thing here is also going to be HP and lifesteal. So that's why we're going to go with something like the Timekeeper's new shield to up our maximum health as much as possible. So let's go over the build and the synergies and how it all works. This is simply for lifesteal, which is going to be something that is going to help us further down in the tree. Then we have here a kill skill for gun damage 20%. This stacks 3 times. The big thing here is taking Grave Power with this, which is going to change that to 6 stacks, which is going to put it at 120% gun damage. And we'll get into how we are proccing that without actually getting a kill. Now, as for this, we're going with Drink Full of Passive, which when we deal gun damage, this is going to up our fire rate. And then we have Mortal Terror, and this is going to give us the chance to activate kill skills when critically hitting enemies, and that's how we're taking advantage of these 2 perks here. Then we are taking Grave Vitality, which is going to up our maximum health. And if you listen to what I said earlier, that's going to help us with our damage from Bloodshot. So we're going with 5 in Bloodshot. And if you have 5 on your class mod, you're going to be able to get that to 10. So then another synergy here is going to be what we're getting with Essence Leech, and we're going to gain Lifesteal. We're going to double this effect when we're in our action skill, and then we have Blood is Power, which we're going to gain bonus kinetic damage with guns based on our current lifesteal. And then remember, we're still getting the lifesteal from our first node here. And as far as your last points, I do go with Grave Substance. This is very nice for staying in your action skill, which you don't even need to get a kill. If you listened before, we just need to crit and proc our kill skill, and then we're just taking some bonus kinetic damage with guns from this node. As far as specializations, some things to look out for is going to be the best defense. This is your skill damage dealt and also your gun damage dealt. So I would go with this and then riddle you this for the stacking gun damage. Another nice one to have would be Now with Caffeine, which sometimes we have a long cooldown in between our action skills on Vex, so this is very helpful for cutting that down. Not 100% necessary. And just something that I find very nice to play with is going to be Bullet Train. Just makes it more smooth when you're mobbing, hip firing, makes the whole thing better, and then you get the bonus gun damage. As far as the rest of our kit, this is going to be a best in slot rep kit for her. It's going to be the Shiny War Paint. You're getting the 30% fire rate. And then on top of that, we have Enrage. I only just realized this could roll a few days ago, and then I farmed it for a few days. So good luck getting this, but I did have a buddy who just jumped in and pretty much instantly got it. So have fun with that, and this can roll a ton of perks in the second slot. Then I do have a Crit Knife on. Don't really use it. I just have it on. Something I have all my firmware on at this point, but you just want to look out for damage and payload, and that's going to give you the 15% damage increase. Your class mod one shot Undead Eye, you're looking for the 5 points in Bloodshot if possible, and then a weapon damage perk on that. And then we're going to go with the Timekeeper's new shield so we can maximize our health. And as far as an enhancement, you're just looking for gun damage of any type, like we talked about earlier. I do like the magazine perk on here, but something like this is going to be very, very good as well for your damage. As far as the rest of our kit, this is going to be a best in slot rep kit for her. It's going to be the Shiny War Paint. You're getting the 30% fire rate. And then on top of that, we have Enrage. I only just realized this could roll a few days ago, and then I farmed it for a few days. So good luck getting this, but I did have a buddy who just jumped in and pretty much instantly got it. So have fun with that, and this can roll a ton of perks in the second slot. Then I do have a Crit Knife on. Don't really use it. I just have it on. Something I have all my firmware on at this point, but you just want to look out for damage and payload, and that's going to give you the 15% damage increase. Your class mod one shot Undead Eye, you're looking for the 5 points in Bloodshot if possible, and then a weapon damage perk on that. And then we're going to go with the Timekeeper's new shield so we can maximize our health. And as far as an enhancement, you're just looking for gun damage of any type, like we talked about earlier. I do like the magazine perk on here, but something like this is going to be very, very good as well for your damage. Let's quickly talk about where we can find the BOD, and it's going to be here in this abandoned auger mine. You're going to want this fast travel here. If you do not have this, you could spawn here, simply come out, and they're up on a bridge. Take this bridge down, and you're going to be over here to the fast travel. Now, from the fast travel, it's very easy. We're going to come down, and we're just going to bear 2 hard lefts on our way down. Once you see this crystal coming up, you will know it's going to be on your left in this hole in the wall. And from there, it's not too hard to find the boss. We're not going to go over that part. I wish you all luck farming. And that covers everything for the BOD Legendary Shotgun and some synergies with that. Any questions or suggestions about any of the builds, let me know in the comments. I am live daily on Twitch. The link to that is in the description. So if you're looking for other builds, I mainly play just Vex and Harlow. So if you're looking for builds for them, stop by the Twitch chat. I will be live tonight after this video goes out. And that's really it. Like and subscribe is appreciated. Thanks, guys. Peace.